Most people believe that squats are the king of leg exercises. But what if I told you that for men over 60, squats might actually be one of the worst choices for your knees? Not because leg training is dangerous, but because there are smarter exercises that build stronger legs while protecting the joints that carry you through life. And today, we're going to explore 5 powerful knee-friendly leg exercises that may actually work better than squats for building strength, stability, and muscle after 60. As we get older, something important begins to change inside the body. The muscles of the legs, especially the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings, start to slowly weaken. At the same time, the joints that support those muscles, particularly the knees, become more sensitive to stress. Many people respond to this by doing one of two things. Either they stop training their legs completely, which accelerates muscle loss, or they continue doing exercises like deep barbell squats that place large compressive forces on the knee joint. Neither of these approaches works well in the long run. Because the truth is simple. Your legs must stay strong if you want to maintain balance, mobility, independence, and overall health as you age. But the key is choosing exercises that strengthen the muscles while respecting the joints. In this video, you'll discover 5 knee-friendly leg exercises that trainers and physiologists often recommend for older adults. Each movement becomes progressively more effective. And by the end, I'll show you one powerful exercise that strengthens the entire lower body while actually improving knee stability. But first, let's start with a movement that almost anyone can do safely. Exercise number 1. Sit to stand. The foundation builder. The first exercise looks incredibly simple, but it is actually one of the most functional leg exercises the human body can perform. The sit to stand movement. To perform it, sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the ground. Place your feet slightly behind your knees. Lean forward slightly and push through your heels as you stand up. Then slowly lower yourself back down. This movement primarily activates the quadriceps, glutes, and core stabilizers. But what makes it so valuable is that it mimics a real-life movement pattern. Every time you stand up from a chair, a sofa, or a car seat, you are performing a version of this exercise. The key technique tip is this. Move slowly on the way down. Lowering under control strengthens the muscles while reducing stress on the knees. Common mistake? Using momentum instead of muscle. Try to stand up smoothly, without pushing off your thighs with your hands if possible. Master this exercise first, because it prepares your body for the next movement. Exercise number 2. Wall sit, the joint protector. Now, let's move to an exercise that strengthens the legs without any movement at the knee joint at all. The wall sit. Stand with your back against a wall. Slide down slowly until your knees are bent roughly 90 degrees. Hold that position. Your quadriceps will begin to engage immediately. This is called an isometric contraction. The muscles generate force without joint movement, which significantly reduces knee irritation. For beginners, aim for 20 to 30 seconds. Over time, build toward 45 to 60 seconds per set. The wall sit strengthens the quadriceps in a way that supports the knee joint, helping stabilize the patella and surrounding structures. Think of it as building the muscular armor that protects your knees. Here's something fascinating about the human body. After the age of 50, adults can lose up to 1% of muscle mass every year if they are inactive. This condition is known as sarcopenia, and the muscles that decline fastest are often the large muscles of the legs. But resistance training sends a powerful signal to the body. It activates muscle fibers, increases protein synthesis, and improves neural coordination between the brain and muscles. Even people in their 70s and 80s have been shown in studies to increase leg strength dramatically through resistance training. In other words, the body never stops adapting. It simply responds to the stimulus you provide. And the next exercise provides an excellent one. Exercise number 3. Step-ups, real-world strength. Step-ups are one of the most practical leg exercises ever developed, because they replicate something we do constantly in daily life. Climbing stairs. Stand in front of a low step or sturdy platform. Place one foot on the step, Press through your heel and drive your body upward until both feet are on the platform. Then step back down slowly. Step-ups activate the glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings while also training balance. And compared with squats, the knee experiences less forward stress because your body weight is distributed differently. Technique tip: push through the heel of the lead leg, not the toes. This shifts the work to the glutes and reduces pressure on the knee. Start with a low step. As strength improves, the height can increase gradually. Exercise number 4. Glute bridges. The hidden strength muscle. Most people think the quadriceps are the most important leg muscle. But there is another muscle group that often becomes weak with age. The glutes. Weak glutes force the knees to absorb more force during walking, standing, and climbing stairs. And this can increase knee discomfort over time. That's why the glute bridge is such a powerful exercise. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Press through your heels and lift your hips toward the ceiling. Pause briefly at the top, squeezing the glutes. Then lower slowly. This movement strengthens the posterior chain, including the glutes and hamstrings. When these muscles are strong, they offload stress from the knees. A helpful cue. Imagine pushing the floor away with your heels. You should feel the contraction in your glutes, not your lower back. Here's something many people never hear. Squats themselves are not dangerous, but the problem often comes from mobility limitations. If someone has limited ankle mobility or tight hips, the knees may travel excessively forward during a squat. This increases compressive force in the joint. Exercises like the ones in this video strengthen the same muscles while avoiding those problematic positions. In other words, you're still building powerful legs, just in a joint-friendly way. And now we reach the final movement. Exercise number 5. Reverse lunges. The stability builder. If there is one exercise that combines strength, balance, and knee protection, it's the reverse lunge. Stand upright. Step 1. Foot backward. Lower your body until the front knee bends, while the back knee moves toward the floor. Then push through the front heel to return to standing. The reason reverse lunges are so effective is simple. When stepping backward instead of forward, the front knee experiences less shear force. This makes the movement significantly more knee-friendly. At the same time, the exercise activates quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, stabilizing muscles around the hips and knees. Start with body weight only. Focus on control and balance. Over time, this exercise becomes one of the most powerful lower body strength builders available. Here's the most important idea to remember. The goal of leg training after 60 is not to lift the heaviest weights possible. The goal is to build strong, resilient muscles that support the joints for decades to come. When the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings work together properly, the knee becomes more stable, not more vulnerable. Strength is one of the most powerful forms of joint protection. And that means training your legs is not optional. It is essential. The human body is incredibly adaptable. Even later in life, the muscles respond to challenge. Balance improves. Strength returns. Movement becomes easier. And the simple act of standing, walking, and climbing stairs becomes more confident and powerful. You don't need extreme workouts. You simply need smart exercises performed consistently. And the 5 movements you learned today can help you build exactly that. Stronger legs, healthier knees, and a body that keeps moving for years to come. If you enjoy learning the science behind effective workouts and want more training strategies that help you build strength safely, make sure to subscribe to the channel. New videos every week explaining how the body adapts to training and how you can get stronger at any age. And remember, the goal isn't just to exercise. The goal is to build a body that supports you for life.